One night, while the mansion slept, Rose followed a strange instinct. A narrow hallway behind the library led her to a door she had never noticed before. Her hands trembled as she pushed it open. Inside was a secret room. The walls were covered with framed photographs, wedding pictures. Peter, with other women. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each woman wore a smile just like hers once had. Each photo was labeled with a name and a date. But the last frame of each story was different. Hospital records, obituaries, legal documents. They all ended in tragedy. Rose fell to the floor, shaking. She wasn't Peter's first wife. She was his fifth. Terrified for her life, Rose ran to the gate the next morning and dropped to her knees before the guards. "Please," she cried. "I will pay you. I will do anything. Just let me go." The guards avoided her eyes. "Madam, we cannot disobey Olga," one of them said quietly. Days passed. No visitors. No news. No connection to the outside world. Her phone was gone. The internet was cut off. The world beyond the mansion disappeared. Rose's health continued to fail. Her body grew weaker by the day. Her face hollowed. Even the servants began to look at her with pity. Then one afternoon, hope appeared. An electrician arrived to repair a faulty power line. He was a simple man, unaware of the horror inside the house. The moment Rose saw him, she rushed forward and grabbed his arm. "Please," she whispered desperately. "I need your phone. Just one call." Moved by fear in her eyes, the man handed her his phone. Rose's fingers shook as she dialed the police. When she explained everything, the officer fell silent. Then he asked one question. "Who is your husband?" "Peter," she replied, mentioning his full name. The line went quiet. "I'm sorry, madam," the officer finally said. "We cannot help you." Before she could speak again, the call ended. Rose stared at the phone in disbelief. Even the police were afraid of her husband. At that moment, Rose understood the terrifying truth. She wasn't trapped in a house. She was trapped in a system. Rose thought marrying a rich man would be her dream come true. But she had no idea the man she married had a deadly secret. Trapped, threatened, and betrayed, she had to fight for her life. Rose knew she had to escape. One night, while the guards changed shift, she made a run for the back gate. Her heart pounded as she pushed forward, hope burning in her chest. She didn't get far. The guards caught her before she reached the fence. Without a word, they dragged her back inside and threw her into a small, dark room. The door slammed shut, locking her in. Days turned into weeks. No light. No visitors. No mercy. After 2 long weeks, the door finally opened. Peter stood there. He looked down at her and asked calmly, "Have you learned your lesson?" Rose lowered her head. "Yes," she whispered. "I have." Peter watched her closely, searching her face. Then he nodded and ordered the guards to release her. From that day on, Rose changed. She smiled again. She cooked for Peter, laughed with him, and spoke softly. She acted like the obedient, loving wife he wanted. Every night, she praised him and talked about their future together. Peter was surprised, but pleased. "Looks like you finally understand," he said. Rose smiled sweetly. "I just want to be a good wife. Let's live happily from now on." Peter trusted her. That trust would be his mistake. One night, when the house was silent, Rose slipped out of the room. She moved carefully, her heart racing. She reached the gate unnoticed and ran. Barefoot. Through the dark streets. Through pain and fear. Until she reached one place she knew would protect her. Sophia's house. When Sophia opened the door and saw Rose, she froze. Rose was thin, bruised, shaking, nothing like the woman who had walked down the aisle in luxury. "Oh my God," Sophia whispered, pulling her into her arms. "What did he do to you?" Through tears, Rose told her everything. The marriage. The documents. The prison. The other wives. The threats. Sophia's hands trembled with anger. "That monster," she said. "He will pay for this." Rose fell to her knees. "I'm sorry," she cried. "I was ignorant. I should have listened to you. Please forgive me." Sophia lifted her up and wiped her tears. "I forgive you," she said firmly. "And I will help you." For the first time in months, Rose felt something she thought she had lost forever. Hope.